another episode of the Carolina Otaku Podcast. I am Afro, and I'm here with my co-host,
Lexy.
Thank you again. Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. We don't have much to talk about. Honestly, this is gonna be off the cuff, and who knows, this might actually be like a really good one. But the way that we usually start these things off is we, I kind of see what we've been up to. So, Lexi, what have you been up to lately since the last time we talked?
Since our last episode, not much. I went to the wedding. You see, we talking about wedding bells. And now I'm just focusing on getting ready for my cruise next month. That's pretty much it.
Nice. Where's the? Do you have a problem saying where you're gonna be going on a cruise?
I mean, y'all need to know all my business. I am going to DR, St. Thomas, and Grand Stirrup Cay. Yeah, and there's one more spot, but it got canceled. So those are the 3 places I'll be going.
Okay. Cool. With me, really much of nothing. Getting ready to go back home soon. I got the smoker welded done. I got that welded up. He actually did a really good job. Like, y'all, don't knock Facebook Marketplace for like services and shit like that. I mean, like real services, not like anything else. Like, but like, I don't know what else to say. Whatever. Use Marketplace to the best of your abilities to find what you need. Found a welder off of Facebook Marketplace. Came out, looked at the job and stuff like that. I bought the metal and it's really good. You know, it's not like I'm not going to put a whole bunch of money into it, but for what it is, it looks good. I've been cleaning it up, getting rid of rust and all that stuff. And it's coming together really nicely, really fucking nicely. For sure. But that's about it for me. That's about it. So in this episode, like I said, we're just gonna shoot the shit, man. This past weekend, as Lexi said, she went to a wedding. Well, let's just start there. Why the fuck do people? Maybe it's just some people. What do you think is a good time and day to have a wedding?
It depends on who's at your wedding, like your demographic. I would say, like, if you got like a lot of old heads and stuff, you need to have that like earlier in the day and like keep it moving. But like, I mean, if it's like a younger wedding, then I can see why you would have it like later in the day. And this wedding I went to was for like a younger couple, so yes, they had it later in the day.
Do you mind revealing that time?
The wedding started technically was supposed to start at 6. I got there early, like, which is uncommon for me because I'm usually like right on time or like a couple minutes late. But they didn't start the actual wedding until like 6:30, 6:45-ish. So yeah. But it was like a 6 to 11 type thing. So yeah.
That look, as soon as the motherfucker said I do, I would have been gone. Fuck a reception. Eating? What? Did y'all eat after? Nah. See, you're fucking up my whole eating schedule. Like,
did I not send you any of the pictures? I did not send you any of the pictures.
No, you didn't. You didn't. But that's such a crazy time frame. 6 to 11. Were most of these people over the age of 30?
No, they were probably like, I mean, yes, it was kind of like a mixed bag. It was supposed to be like 150 people at the wedding. So yeah, but it's mostly like, your mid-20s, your late 30s, but then you got like, some old heads and stuff there too. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have packed up after the I do's. I do. You take what they say on Martin? You bring the beans, I bring the rice. There you go. I would have been gone on my way back home. I would have picked up something on the way. And then when I was thinking about it, I was like, when would be the best season to actually have a fucking wedding? And honestly, me being me, I'd be like, fucking winter.
No, because I want a beach wedding. That could not happen in like the winter. Oh God, fuck no. What? No. So like,
beach wedding?
Yes, I want a beach wedding. So It will have to be like spring, summer wedding because I'm not going on a beach cold in the middle of fucking January talking about some I do. No, shivering my ass off. I'm sorry. That ain't
It
happening.
shouldn't matter as long as you're together.
Yeah. Anyways, proceed on. What was your next question?
Damn. I think like in November-ish, maybe like in November, October-ish isn't bad. That's not bad though, is it? When shit be chilling?
You out of all people know that I literally hate being cold. Like
look, I understand that. That means people look, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Whatever. I don't know weddings. I don't go to a lot of them. So this is the story that I have that happened this weekend. I was having a very high moment. And in this high moment, I was sitting here in this chair in my office, and I started to think about the first season of Family Guy where Stewie was singing Rocket Man by Elton John. And he was doing it in a way that William Shatner did it in 1978 at an award show, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm watching. It came into my head and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to see this again because this shit was fucking hilarious. Cool. So I'm watching it. And by this time I'm laying in bed. So I'm watching it and I'm like, God, this is so fucking stupid. This is so fucking stupid. Why is this so funny right now? This is so funny. So then I'm like, wait, this was like a spoof of a real thing. And I've never watched the real thing of William Shatner doing this. So I went, found it on YouTube. Somebody took the audio and made the audio correct and everything. Mm-hmm. And it was fucking William Shatner singing Rocket Man. And this was this is 1978. Wasn't even born. I wasn't even thought of. So this is how tech, oh, this is the tech episode. Boom. This is how technology came into this shit. William
You gonna finish? Want to finish it?
Shatner is sitting on a stool with a fake cigarette. Here's the shit about the fake cigarette. The motherfucker would suck in the cigarette and then the smoke would come out automatically and then he would go, nah, yo, that's the funniest shit. And this motherfucker was sitting there like holding, he was holding that bitch like this. He had this motherfucker like this the whole time. And he's singing literally the words to the whole song of Rocket Man, but he's not singing it. He's talking. He's like, William Shatner is here. Like that's what it's like, that type of shit. Like William Shatner type shit, right? And it's just so funny because they bring in this effect where William Shatner is sitting on his stool and he's just sitting there, and then he's still smoking his stupid ass fake ass cigarette. And then another William Shatner comes from behind him and starts singing again. And then there's another William Shatner that's very stoic and he's just looking up at the sky because this William Shatner is the Rocket Man. You know, you know what the funniest one out of these different William Shatner is the one that was dancing and happy, and William Shatner was like doing this like little shit with his hands. So I'm watching this shit and I am dying laughing, right? I send a message to Lexy and I'm like, yo, I am high as shit right now. You need to check this shit out.
Now, mind you, when he sent this to me, I am high myself. And like I've been drinking. And like he sends me this fucking clip. I am rolling. Now, mind you, I am at this wedding. So I am just like rolling and laughing out loud. This fucking clip. That's why I watched it like twice.
The funniest shit. And this is something that I brought up to her. So when you are in a high state, a lot of people might hear this and they'll be like, oh, that's stupid. But when you're in a high state, if you still have if you're doing something and you're getting so high to the point where you're just like not even able to function, you need to back off a little bit because you should still know around your surroundings, right?
Sir.
So if you're able to, kind of know where your surroundings are, and let's say you have like these thoughts in your head, you should literally record yourself saying these thoughts out loud and then listen to them back. Because I really do think a lot of people will probably say some like really cool shit, when they are in that state, but when they're out of it, they'll never remember it. So if you listen to it, it was like, I was like fucking insane. You know what's crazy? I didn't even think about it, but I could definitely bring these up right because I was definitely feeling that shit. And I'm high as fuck right now. But okay, during my highness, I was thinking about Stewie in the first season of Family Guy when he's singing Rocket Man. And it's
I was just watching that, by the way.
With William Shatner. You need to watch this whole shit because it's basically a replica of the podcast because this shit is stupid. We should put something within like our podcast called High Moments. Look, I don't give a fuck. We talked about a whole bunch of shit on this shit. I don't care. That is the funniest shit. The most funniest shit about this thing is that this is at an award show. William Shatner is hosting. William Shatner said, I don't need, that motherfucker literally said, I just can't host. I have to give them something more. Hold on, I got an idea. let me ask Elton. I know him by first name. I know him by first name basis, of course. Let me ask Elton if I can sing Rocket Man the William Shatner way. It would be a hit. It's gonna kill. So here's the shit. I was sitting there thinking, like, if somebody did this shit today, they would get fucked up because that shit wouldn't happen. Like, if I can't even think of anybody who would do some stupid shit like that because they would have to be an actor. Like, I don't even know. I don't know. But it's if I'm at an award show and it looked like probably like the Grammys or something, had to do with music. If I'm at an award show and I know Elton John is going to be there, the last motherfucker I want to hear singing Rocket Man is the motherfucker that didn't write the song. I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry.
True.
I don't want. And I read the comments underneath this video, and I saw one that said, actually, now that I look at this, it actually is pretty genius the way he did this. And I'm like, I thought I was high. These motherfuckers are high as hell. How the fuck can you say that? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Anyway, having high moments, I think if you're honestly, I really do think people should record that shit because I don't know. You might say some stupid shit. You might say some funny shit. You might say some shit that actually might help you in the future. Who knows? But, man, that was this past weekend was crazy because it was just that video. I was just like, fuck, man.
Are you gonna tell them how many times you watched it?
Oh, I watched it about like 5 or 6 times because it's just so fucking funny. It's so corny. It's so bad that it's actually kind of good. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Like the effects of him walking behind himself. That shit is crazy. That shit is wild to me. It was so fucking funny. It was great. And the way that Family Guy had Stewie do it was also great. It was great. This was first season Family Guy. So, oh man, that shit was funny as hell. Jesus. That was so fucking stupid. Okay. Also, did you see on Steam what the top games are right now?
I have not looked. What are the top games right now?
Do you know what 2 games are in there that came out years ago?
I bet you it's some Fallout games, isn't it?
Fallout 76 and Fallout 4. The motherfuckers, I think this is top 10 of top sellers right now.
Look at the top seller list now. No, it's not on the top sellers list.
Yeah, it is.
No, not on mine.
I see it on mine.
Okay, if you look at top sellers like live right now, it's not. But if you go to the weekly chart, it is.
Oh, okay.
So first is Manor Lords, which I've been wanting to look into that game, and then Counter-Strike 2, Steam Deck, Helldivers. Fallout 76 is number 5. Fallout 4 is number 6. And yeah, that's it.
Do you think
Oh, New Vegas is 29. Excuse me, I
Oh, for
misspoke.
real? Damn. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
Bethesda did this shit on purpose, man. They knew what the fuck was going to happen. They knew
And my favorite is 63. Y'all need to like play Fallout 3 more. Anyways.
they knew what they were doing. I really do think that. I mean, I was playing 76 years ago, and they had a really big update recently. Literally when the show came out, I think they had an update that happened in Fallout 76. And I mean,
they did a lot for 76. So for 76, they added Ghoul's outfit. I don't think Maxim's in there. You can get the Vault-Tec suit that Lucy wore. That's in there. What else they do? They were giving out, I think they were giving like utilities away for the game. And then they cut the price of Fallout 1 to like have price for like a month if you joined, and they had like a free trial of Fallout 1.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I hope, honestly, I really do hope people that are, hopefully there's new people coming into the game. Hopefully this opens up people to more of the Bethesda games, because it's a whole fucking catalog of shit that they could play. But I was kind of surprised to see them up there, but not really. I was just like, oh, okay, that makes sense because of what has come out about it, and you know, it has people kind of going into it. Like I got back into it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this shit is good, and it works on the Steam. If you have a Steam Deck, it works on the Steam Deck actually very well.
It does, because I play it all the time.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's actually really good. It's really good. I'm trying to think. Has there been anything else that I have been playing? Been keeping up with Division 2. It's really not anything that's like coming out that I'm just like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this. There's this new fucking Gray Zone Warfare shit, some Call of Duty shit. And I don't know. This is a question that just came into my head. Do you think games are at a certain, what's the word? Do you think games are like at a certain like limbo right now?
I don't know. I would say probably not. Like looking at the trajectory, like last year for gaming was a really good year.
Yeah.
Because we got a lot of good games. We got Starfield that we were like waiting so long for that finally came out. We got Baldur's Gate 3 that like had been an alpha. Yeah, been an alpha for like 2 years and finally came out and killed it. Yeah. And what else came out last year? It was like, oh yeah, Diablo came out last year. It was pretty good. You know, so like they're in. Those are the top 3 for me. I know other people have others, but you know, those are like hitting the ground running, pretty good games. This year, I haven't seen like a game that I'm like, oh, I've been waiting on that, or like, oh, you know, that looks like amazing. I'm going to play it. Like, I really haven't seen anything. So I don't know. We'll have to see like what this year brings, because like we're still early in the year. Like tomorrow's May, but like, you know, we still got a good like another 7 months to see what happens. So
you know, it's crazy. I forgot that Diablo came out last year. I really did, because honestly, it seems like Diablo has been out the newest Diablo has been out for like a very long time. But
sorry, I got you that for your birthday present last year.
Yeah, I did. Damn. Is it me? I wonder if it's me, like, I don't think it's me getting away from video games. I don't think so. But maybe it's like, I don't know. Like, I always like certain, like, I play Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Yeah, my aunt used to play that all the time.
Yeah, like, you know, it's cool to just build shit and just see, you know, a fucking roller coaster just go flying in the air. I'm not crazy or nothing, but it's cool.
That's what they all say.
But nah, it's dope. It's dope. I don't know. Jesus, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think there's been anything that's out that's probably like been able to like capture your attention. Like,
yeah. Because I go through this this Steam shit like damn near almost every day, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what's new. Let's see what's on sale. There are sales going on all the time, even for like Ubisoft and stuff like that. Like I love Assassin's Creed, but the new one that came out, I think last year, I was like, I'm gonna wait for that shit to go on discount. Like I'm gonna wait for that shit to drop. And I'm gonna say this, and a lot of people might not agree with this, but I played most of the Assassin's Creed, and I will say probably my favorite one is Assassin's Creed 3 with Connor. Oh, yeah, I love the one with Connor. The one with Connor was dope as hell.
I'm an oddball. I like Origins. That's my favorite one.
You like Origins? I like that, and I like Odyssey too. I thought Odyssey was really good. Also, Odyssey was really good. I like that storyline. But yeah, the one with Connor, hell yeah, that shit was dope. Yeah, I don't know. I just play a whole bunch of old shit now. I just go back to old shit that I've been playing forever. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't picked up my Switch in what, months? You know what I mean?
This one's been sitting here, and I know it's dead.
I haven't picked up that shit in months. Oh man, I was just like, fuck. I just haven't. You know, I've been. The thing is, when it comes to like this whole like, I always have so much shit in my head that I think about. Like, I think about like, okay, I want to do this barbecue shit. Cool. I have this that I want to do. I have so much shit that I want to do. And what are you doing?
I spilled my drink, so just keep doing still.
Hey, was it water?
No, it was not.
What was it?
You mad nosy? Damn, it was a Celsius. Shit.
Okay. All right. Now your table's gonna get all that energy. So nice sweater.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice. What's up? Is that Gur?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Gur's dope. But yeah, I always have a lot of shit like in my head of stuff that I want to do on a daily or just in the future. And I was thinking about this today. Like, I always fear taking the risk to do shit. Don't know why. Well, I know why. It's just because I don't want to lose everything that, you know, I put into it. I don't want to lose all of that and then just fail. Like I said, we talked about the whole failure shit in another episode and stuff like that. And you usually get the same shit like, oh, you have to fail. Failing makes you stronger and all that stuff. You know, yeah, whatever. I get it. And then there's another off-topic shit. My manager, I say like maybe last Thursday, I just had a shit morning. I was just like beat the fuck up and I don't know why. And I was in a meeting with my manager and she was like, you good? And I was like, nah. I was like, I think I need to take some time. And she was like, you should have been doing that a long fucking time ago. And she was like, when are you, all right. She was like, when are you, she was like, when are you going back home? And I was like, soon. And she was like, take that whole week. She was like, you need to take that whole week. Take that whole week and just, she didn't say this, but basically she was like, just chill the fuck out, man. Just chill the fuck out. And I was just like, okay, yeah, I can do that for sure. I don't know what it is. And then I'm thinking about going back into like the job search too.
Sir.
Yeah.
You sound like me.
I think it's time to go. Honestly, I sit here and I think about it and I'm like, maybe it's time to start seeing what's out there, you know, seeing what's going on.
I mean, I don't blame you. I'm not necessarily in the job search. I'm actually trying to like eliminate some stuff. But yeah.
I understand that.
Cool.
Definitely. The thing is about this whole job search, man, there are so many, you run into so much like fake shit now. You run into so much fake shit. Like I've heard that LinkedIn is basically just a dating app now.
Okay, it's not that bad to the extent that like you think that. Okay, like I use LinkedIn. Like,
yeah, I do too. I use it too. So when I heard that and I read, I was like, where? I was like, where are they doing that shit at? I was like, where? So and then it's like you have all of these different job search engines and stuff like that, the Indeeds, the Glassdoor, all that shit. But it's just like on Indeed, I just feel like I run into like so much fake shit. Yeah, so much fake shit, and it's insane. It's insane. I'm just like,
I don't use Indeed like that, but Indeed did get me my job by accident because I wasn't even like on the website. Somebody I was like with at the time, they had pulled up a job, and I was like, "What's that? Send that to me." And so like I replied, and I got the job. So like, yeah, but like you got to be careful on Indeed. Like you just got to read it, and it's like, all right, so we just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm tired of seeing. And I need y'all to stop being so loud because y'all fucking it up from everybody that works at home, okay? Please, y'all stop getting on fucking TikTok and fucking working from home on TikTok Live. Like, what the fuck? I do not. Y'all
That's
are
a
taking.
thing?
Yes, people will be taking calls and working and on TikTok Live. Like, come on now.
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know.
That is a thing. And I'm just like, y'all need to stop.
No, they're
Because
making that
like
shit hot.
okay, what pisses me off, you be the same people on here be like, oh yeah, then if you want to get a work from home job, I do resumes or whatever, yada yada yada. Like, ma'am.
And none of that shit really fucking matter. None of that shit matters. There is no such. I honestly, it's probably somebody watches be like, whatever. My stepmom works in human resources, and she's the one that's like always looked at my resumes and stuff like that. And I will say there is no like you can't.
She needs to look at mines. You need to see her
You
mines.
can't type up
Anyways.
a resume that's like, oh yeah, this resume is for my work from home job. That's not a thing. You just put your shit. You just put your resume up there.
Okay, so the
ahead.
idea that they have behind that is that like the ATS system that they use to check resumes, they want to put like certain buzzwords and stuff in it that'll grab your resume from the particular system, so that way you have a better shot of getting a job. But I mean, if no, I was gonna say, but I mean, common sense, like. If you look at what the posting is and like the skills that they're looking for, you should probably put that in your resume somewhere. But then again, you don't want to be lying that you have a certain skill that you know absolutely nothing the fuck about. So
we were looking for some people on our team, and I can remember my manager saying that they ran into so many people that used AI to write up their resume. And then the AI would actually put in certain shit that the person didn't know. So when they had to do a project or some type of test or something, or they got asked a certain question, they didn't know what to do. So they would use literally chat GPT on the interview to answer certain questions, right? And I sit there and I hear that and I'm like, so when you do that, first of all, in order to do that really well, you have to know how to talk to the AI to the point where it actually does it. But it's not going to give you anything that's like crazy perfect, right?
Right. You still gotta go back and tweak it, but then again, you still need to be reading it and
right, and knowing what you're putting into your shit. You know what I mean? So when I heard that, I was like, that's actually really that's not even personable. So if I'm interviewing you and I ask you this question and you don't have that, I can understand if you know the shit and you're just like, all right, I need to get a resume typed up. You know, maybe I can use Chat GPT to help in certain small things. Not a lot, but it was to the point where my manager could read a resume and she was just like, that's not real. This isn't a real resume. This is somebody who used AI to make their resume. And I get it, but I think a lot of people that are applying to jobs now and with this AI shit, I think a lot of people I think they get anxiety. I think they get nervous. I think they get scared when it comes to applying to jobs, when they go on these interviews for these because you're literally, I haven't been on an interview in a minute, but I've usually done really well on interviews. And honestly, I don't know how to explain this. I think it's really the way that you present yourself and you answer and you know how to talk. But you have to know what you're talking about, of course. But knowing what you're saying, knowing how it sounds coming from you, I think is some really big shit that that people need to take into consideration. Like I said, I don't know how the interview process is now, but years ago I was having interviews with like back to back. Like I go to a company and they're like, oh yeah, we want you to talk to this person and talk to this person right now. Do these two. And then we'll have like you talk to so
panel
many
interviews.
Oh my gosh, panel interviews are so fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. You want to talk about like literally putting somebody in a chokehold in front of you, have 4 people on one side of a table or on a Zoom call, and then you're just sitting there, the odd person out. Everybody else can talk to each other on Slack and shit. Oh yeah, this person this person that, this person that, and you sitting there, trying to answer these shits the best way they can. And the one thing that they always say is, we're just trying to understand and trying to get to know you better. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. It's the job market's just so weird right now, and it's so weird. It's just like, all right, you have everybody's trying to do work from home still, and then you have companies that are like trying to move people back into the office, and then you have people that are like, all right, well, like I want to make more money, but I don't want to necessarily try to learn everything that I need to learn to make more money. What's the quickest way I can make more money? So they like, oh, okay, let me look up what these skills are real quick. Let me just say I know them real quick and throw them on my resume or whatever. And so then like people are getting hired for these jobs, and these jobs are finding out, all right, these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just throwing it on their resume, which makes it harder for people that like are trying to get the job. Now they got to go above and beyond to prove that they know something because some dumbass unfucked it up for everybody. And then you got these people that be working from home and just like doing everything but work, like I said, doing TikTok lives or whatever while working. And like now you got companies want to be like, we want you on camera while you work. No, what? No, I'm definitely not doing that. I don't like that at all.
That's crazy. That's
so
crazy.
like, yeah, I have like somebody I know that just got a new job, right? Their training is on camera for like, it's not long. It's like a month training, but they have to be on camera the whole entire time they're in training. And I'm not talking about like while you're like trainers teaching you and, you're learning. I mean, the whole entire time, even when you're doing like self-study or independent work, they have to be on camera to have somebody watch. And it was funny because they also the job told this person like, hey, we can't see you on camera. We need to see you on camera. And they're like, yeah, because, the boss go back and watches these recordings. Like, why are you going back and watching recordings of a training process? Like, it's not like they're showing other people or whatever. They're just going back and watching. And it's just like, we've gotten to that point. It's just.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And you got people that are applying for like job after job after job, getting no call back, no interview, no nothing.
Yeah.
Being out of work for like months.
Yep.
We still got layoffs in tech, so you guys think about coming to tech. I mean, we still got layoffs. So be prepared for that. Like, yeah,
lots of layoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, it's not even it. I will always say this: your job is never your family. If they come off with that bullshit, leave now because they're gonna. Honestly, when it comes to the point where they gotta cut motherfuckers, that family shit goes out the window.
Out the window. Really
fast. That shit leaves immediately. I mean, it's gone. There is no family. Oh, we're a family and all that stuff. No, this is business. This is a fucking job.
Business. Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a reason. I don't really know much about like unions and stuff like that, but there's a reason why there aren't many anymore. That whole family shit though is.
I remember at my old job that I used to work at for a big cell phone provider, anytime anybody mentioned the word like union, it was always like, okay, let's pull you offline. Let's have a little chat real quick. Talk about some unions. How we do not do unions down here. So if you want offline time, that was the quickest way to get it. Talk about some union or unionizing because they would be like, oh, okay, come see me in my office real quick.
Yeah, it's to the point where you want a job that pays well, but then it's like, okay, do you deal with the bullshit that comes with the job that pays well over just your mental and all that shit? Do you deal with the rules of the job that's there? That could be crazy rules, but if I guess these are questions that people should ask themselves. If you have to leave your house for this job, is the compensation worth it? That's the first thing. If you're far away from the place, like I said, it's all about compensation. All about compensation. I understand some people want to have like that really good work environment and stuff like that. I kind of got out of that mindset a long time ago. I did. I'm more like, all right, how much are you paying me for this job? I've worked in the whole like call center shit and worked in the cubicle and all that shit. So I'm like, the whole environment shit, I really don't give a fuck about that. How much are you paying me?
I don't know. I still like that. Like every time I'm in an interview, like I always ask about like culture and things like that, because I get it. You can make a lot of money, but like me, I come from like call center culture too. And like, I don't necessarily want to deal with that toxicity just for like $1. Like I don't know if I ever explained it to you. Like, you know, like where I used to work, where it was just like they will brainwash you to believing like, oh, well, where are you gonna go that's gonna pay you this amount or do this for you or X, Y, and Z, yada 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 yada. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that shit no more. Like I gave you guys 8 years of my fucking life. And you like, no, I'm not dealing with that. So that's something that still matters to me. But like compensation does matter too. And like that's kind of one of the things I battle with right now. It's just like, yes, I want to like leave one of mine right now, but like it's like I dug myself out the trenches. I'm not trying to go back into the trenches either. So like, yeah,
I think it's also to a point where when you start making a certain amount of money, you're stupid.
What?
You're stupid. I heard the noise you made. When you start making a certain amount of money and you're like, okay, if I go on this job search, will I be able to find something at same level or more? You tell yourself same level, but in all reality, you know you want more, right? You know you want more. So it's not really same level. I want more shit. I want more money. It's a whole clusterfuck, man.
And honestly, then you gotta think about it too. Like right now, the economy's all fucked, and like things are high as shit, and so like really can't be taking any pay cuts, because if you do, like bills still gotta be paid. You still gotta buy groceries and rent, insurance. Everything's going up. So just like damned if you do, and you damned if you don't. And it's a crazy time right now. There's a lot of things that people have to contemplate and think about on the day-to-day basis.
Yep. How much gas do I really need to put in this car? How much gas do I really need to put in this car? Do I really need to go to the anime convention this year?
Right. Because I mean, like, not just that. It's just like also like y'all making 100K is not it. It's not it. Please stop saying that y'all want to make 100K and that's the magical number. Is not the magical number, because taxes are a pain in the ass when you get that high. You get into that tax bracket.
I wouldn't say, okay, if your goal is to get to 100K, get to the goal. Get to the goal. Let's say get to the goal. Let's just say that's not it. But we got to get to the goal first. We got to get to the goal. Get to the goal. And honestly, if whatever you're making, if you get something else and you're making more, you're already doing better. For sure. You're already doing better. That's the first thing. But it's going to be to the point where I do think that, I don't know, they always said like middle class was the thing that helped America, like, like maneuver through stuff and get through stuff. It was always the middle class. But honestly, I couldn't even tell you what would categorize as a middle class anymore. I couldn't even tell you, because I wouldn't even think I would be middle class, because I'm not married. I don't have kids.
You're middle class, sir. You're doing all that on one income. So yes, you will be technically middle class.
That's middle class for real?
Sir, you own a home.
Yeah, but
you own a home at a good area. You have multiple vehicles. You have money saved in the bank. You are middle class. Okay. This is what he puts up with, like on a regular day basis. By the way, I was going to say something and I lost my train of thought. Damn, I'll come back.
Okay. Well, did you stream yesterday?
Yes, I did. I played Fallout 76.
Nice. How long you play for?
Like 2 hours, because I had work.
2 hours. Okay. How far have you gotten so far?
I am level 30 something.
Nice. Yeah, there are people. I mean, people are playing the fuck out of that game. Like crazy. But
I was gonna say no, because like everybody's playing it, which is great.
yeah, I mean,
I'm glad people are playing it now. Like if the show had came out around the time 76 came out, I think that would have been like epic failure because that game was trash at release.
Oh,
yeah, so it was trash at release, but like at least now they've added stuff into it. We got the NPCs back. There's like an expansion in there, so you know there's a lot to do. So you guys get the nice wrapped up. Here you go. Love Fallout. We got y'all Fallout fans. Here you go. Here's this hot shit pile of garbage that y'all get to play. So you know it's whatever.
Yeah. That seems to be like a Bethesda type thing. That seems to be like the usual status quo. All right, so we're gonna put this out. We're gonna get this out to people. People are gonna say it's shit. Some people are gonna continue to play it and deal with our updates. But then it'll be perfect. Absolutely perfect.
It's still not perfect now.
I mean, no, it's not perfect, but it was better than it was.
Yeah, it's better than what it was. It's still not perfect.
Yeah, for sure. Damn. You know what's crazy? I didn't think, and this can all go to, I didn't think that this would actually hit almost an hour. I didn't think
so, I don't know why you didn't think that.
Just based off like the random topics and stuff. Holy shit. It's good. Are you streaming tonight?
Nope.
No.
You barely got me here because I wasn't feeling good when I sat here. So, yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you. So, do you have anything else that you want to add?
No, you guys, be safe. Take care of yourselves. We love you guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening. Follow all of the socials.
Oh, wait. We do have a question. Are you going to ask them your barbecue question? Because I'm tired of people, replying to me on Facebook. I have no need for barbecue information. You do. I don't.
Did you get a lot of people?
Did you not look at the post?
I saw, I don't care. The motherfucker, I think it was the first person, the motherfucker that went through this whole fucking soliloquy of shit saying, all right, if I get 2 meats and then 2, who was that? Oh, I know who it was. I know who it was. But if the question I was asking was if you were to buy a barbecue plate, depending on the location that you're in, what would be the 2 sides or the sides that you would actually want with that plate, and how much would you actually pay for that plate? And I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and they were like, maybe like $10 to like $20, right? But I also know this person pays like almost like $25 for like cupcakes, like gourmet artisan cupcakes and stuff like that.
What's wrong with that?
Oh my god!
So I go to Hall's Chop House where it's like $300 for like 2 people. So like,
where? Whoa! Cut the shits. What?
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Hall's Chop House.
What is that? What is it?
It's like a steakhouse.
Oh, it's a steakhouse. Okay, I get that. Okay, yeah, but yeah, that would be that's the question I have. Kind of like some marketing shit that I just want to see what's going on in people's heads and what they would use their hard-earned or spend their hard-earned money on.
Oh, also, you guys, we have a new feature. We can also like text us. I think at the bottom of the description of our podcast, I think there's like a link or something that's supposed to be there that you guys can text us stuff. And yeah, Buzzsprout released it. I just enabled it today. So
shit. That's what's up. Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to this episode. I know it was a whole bunch of different tangents and stuff, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Go watch that William Shatner shit. You should really go watch it. I'll probably make a clip about it somewhere this week, but go watch that shit. Like, watch it and like you're gonna laugh. So
it's kind of stuck in your head because it's stuck in my head right now.
Yeah. So enjoy the rest of your week.